I'd like to thank Senator Reeves for the introduction. It's a lot of fun to be on the campaign trail. My brothers and I get to travel all over the country, meet wonderful people, and see great things. So we actually always kind of have a competition about who gets to go to the best states and do the most fun. So I'm actually, that's as loud as I get, man. When you do this all day, you only have a voice that's so loud. But I feel like I got lucky to come to Virginia today. The weather is beautiful. This is a beautiful place, beautiful people. But it was a few months ago. I was in Fairbanks, Alaska. It was January. It was dark, and it was negative 40 degrees. And, I got a text from my brother who was in Guam. That day I was not so lucky. So I'm not sure I'm the favorite son anymore, but you did get the third son, and I love being on the campaign trail, and I love talking to people and telling them why my dad's running for president, why he'd be crazy enough to do something like this. And as I go back, we are people who really know, my brothers and I know what it's like to run for president because we did it in 2008. We know how hard it is. And so when we started talking about it again, a few years after my dad dropped out in 2008, we were very apprehensive about getting back in. In fact, 4 of the brothers were not really excited about it, including me, because we knew President Obama was going to have $1 billion this go around, or close to $1 billion to spend in a negative ad campaign on one person. And you knew he wasn't going to talk about his record, or his accomplishments, or his vision for the country. He was going to tear down the opponent. So knowing that, we were not real excited about getting my dad to jump back in the race. We like our last name, and we weren't sure we wanted to see it dragged through the mud. But my mom asked my dad one question, and that is the economy. We were only about 12 or 13 trillion dollars in debt at this point. We're now 16. But she said, well, Mitt, can you turn this around? Can you turn the economy around? And he said, I can. And she said, well, then you don't have a choice about running. You have to run. And the rest of us realized this is not about us or about our family, but about this country, and making sure that we have the same hopes and dreams, the same future in this country that each of us inherited, that the future generations, kids like this, don't have to inherit 16, 20, who knows, if President Obama's reelected, we'll probably be close to $20 trillion in debt. And you think about the legacy we were left. Do we have any veterans here? Are there any veterans? Oh, yeah. Thank you. If you think about our veterans and what they've sacrificed for this country and what they've done for this country, in particular you think about World War II veterans who sacrificed, that whole generation, and what they sacrificed to allow us to have what we have right now. And they're often referred to as the greatest generation. Well, my dad started thinking about what our generation would be known as. What is our generation going to be known as for the next generation? And you think about what it could be known as if we re-elect President Obama. We'll have trillions and trillions of dollars in debt. We'll have Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid that are unfunded. We'll have all these things and a different America than we have today. And he thinks about, between my 5 kids and my brothers, there are 18 grandkids now that my dad has. So he thinks about those 18 grandkids. This is why he's in the race, is the next generation. We are borrowing right now on their backs to live, to do what we're doing now. And my dad thinks it's not only an economic problem, it's a moral problem. It's not fair to be doing that. It's not fair.